reflective of that effort than $10.
Is the $10, when it says operator's license, it's under beverage licenses. And that actually is, should be on, I mean, because we have to call a special meeting when we get late beverage alcohol license requests. Is that correct? I mean, usually.
Operators and bartenders license. Business license would be the liquor license, right?
It's actually, are you sure?
Yes.
Because they're all, okay, it's just not indented, so it looks like it's for anyone. But it's under beverage.
Was any one of the primary business licenses, right?
Correct.
So if.
So it could just not be liquor, but it's primarily liquor that's late.
Is there a way to separate it out? Just because we don't have to hold a special meeting necessarily for, there's a requirement for liquor that you can't issue a liquor license past a certain date, so you end up, it's more work getting a meeting together and posting it, but a regular business, like I'm just saying, I'm a business, so if I submit mine late, I don't know.
$100.
I understand, but I don't know if that's reflective of the time spent compared to a liquor license, is all I'm saying.
So you would be more comfortable if that was listed as a subheading under the broader beverage license category?
But it is, when there's operator's license, it is there, they're all listed under beverage license.
But not the business license late fee that's in blue, which will be your gray one here. This is the one I was reflecting discussion on right now.
Or maybe just break it out, so it's, business license for liquor establishment, I don't know what you say, but for alcohol beverage establishments, I don't know how to word that, but whatever.
Sarah, what's the difference from a time perspective? Are they both the same amount of time or are they different?
I mean, depending on how many phone calls and emails and time-wise staff that's putting in. The big thing in for liquor is getting it to the paper and for publication in order to have a meeting. So that's a different level of.
Separate publications,
Correct.
separate meetings.
So the more publications you have, it's more costly, but the staff time spending and calling and digging and keeping track of people's licenses that aren't on time is about the same.
For those that are not alcohol related as well.
Trustee Menta.
What's the process now? Like they get sent a notice that it's due?
They get sent a notice and the paperwork, and then a letter of when it's due and how much their fees are. So when we provide them all the paperwork.
And
So
it's
then
an
once
annual-
they
it's an
get,
annual thing.
correct, and once we start getting due dates, then we start calling. Just to remind them, and then when it's past due
10
dates.
to 100 is a really big jump.
I think the license is $25.
Yep, typically
You can't pay online.
it is the liquor ones. In other municipalities, I've charged $250. So, for a late liquor license. Yeah.
And again, I'm okay with the liquor license late fee jumping that high because it entails a lot of outside things, not just staff time, but if it's a big jump for a $10,000 liquor license, for a $100 late fee is not bad, but a $25 business license and you get charged $100, you can't pay online, so if you're late by like 4 days, because, you're small, I just feel like that's a big jump. And if there's a way to stage it, or step it, it might be better. If you're applying it to all businesses and not just liquor.
Well, we could certainly add related to liquor into the description, if that would alleviate the general concerns. Or we could have this one apply to liquor and leave the $10 to all other. And we could certainly take that on guidance with the ultimate motion on which way you would prefer to do that. It's a topic we did not consider in staff discussion.
So, okay, I would feel comfortable with $10 for the late fee of a $25 license and $100 for a liquor license late fee, but that's just my opinion. Trustee McKay?
I like the idea of having it separate due to the publication. But I also heard what the Preston was saying about the amount of time. And that's, I think, the reminding and the attempt to coordinate it from the village's side is a service that we offer to license holders, so I would support making the late fee for all business operators just a little bit more incentivizing to avoid it. Because the reality is they probably have lots of bills that are, there's tons of paperwork to do in any business.
And again, I don't think this is a hugely pervasive issue, but when it does come up, and particularly with liquor licenses, it's tedious. So that's our general recommendation, again, consistent with our review. I think there's some acknowledgement that we could separate that, qualify that, one for liquor, one for the other, and that would not be a disservice to the general intent of what we're trying to update.
No,
Um,
no, it's
So-
just definitely to make sure those liquor licenses are, it's hard to scramble to get a board together in June to approve somebody to keep serving,
Right.
so.
Right, yeah, I would be supportive of putting a separate late fee in under the beverage licenses, and 100 would be good, because it's a lot of your time, it's a lot of police follow-up to make sure that if they are not
Yeah.
done by that time. And then have a separate fee for other business licenses, other than the beverage licenses.
Yeah, if we could accommodate that with the more time for motion comes, that'd be great.
Okay.
And we've got a record of that in our staff notes as well, so.
I have a question on cabaret and dry cleaning. There's 2 asterisks there. I couldn't find where they relate to footnotes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably residual from,
Yeah.
I'll speak that.
This is the only fee that has a $25 non-refundable if denied?
If the liquor license, if they pay in full, we cannot refund the money.
Should we move that?
And that's state statute, we cannot refund money, so.
Well, I understand, but
But the cabaret,
I would just put it in here so that if someone's looking at fee schedule, you understand that? Since we did it for cabaret. And cabaret is just music, right? It's outdoor music or music?
Amplified noise.
Amplified noise, like a band,
Yeah,
and it's paid for the whole year?
correct, so like, I can't think of the name over here, rooftop place. So, yeah, they have a cabaret license for amplified noise, chances are someone's having music outside, it's amplified, or a loudspeaker of some sort that you could hear it outside.
But it's each time, correct? Or is it all?
That's only a temporary one, so somebody like him would have it for the whole year, instead of getting temporary ones for every whatever event that he's hosting.
We go 5, just a funny number. The 5.
Yeah, I have no idea.
And then the 3-day license is the temporary?
Correct.
Okay,
So like, the criteria when they have a speaker, they would apply for the 3-day license.
thank you.
Eighth Street. Staff's recommending an increase in the extra pet fee.
What does that mean?
Again, there's no underlying criteria other than it is a staff-intensive process to address that issue, and somebody presents a request for permission to have an extra pet. So staff recommending looking at from $15 to $50.
Trustee Moore?
Sorry, is extra pet more than one dog or cat, or is it above a certain threshold?
What is
It's
limit,
above
3?
2. So anything above 2, you'd have to apply for an extra pet, and there's a little police research with it and things like that. So it's kind of to cover staff cost of the extra evaluation of the third report pet.
But not birds.
But not birds, it'd be cat or dogs.
So can we,
What about ferrets?
Goats?
chickens! So can we just note that after 2? I mean, because I had the same exact question.
I'll make that as a supplemental note to that line item.
So is it $24 for, or let's say for altered dogs? So you have 2 dogs at $12 for each, so that's, and then it jumps to 50 for a third one? And the rationale of it's what, 4 times the amount is?
Yep, so,
That's not even the tag, that's the administrative just to have a third pet. We have to tag and get, right?
Correct, there's extra review, I believe the police department makes sure that there's been no like complaints on the dog or cat or anything of that nature, you know, hasn't been anybody. So there's extra review that they can have the third pet, so it's to cover staff costs.
Don't you do that on all pets? So what would make
They
you
just
think
come
the
in
third
with
pet?
the,
So, sorry, pets are a really big thing
Don't
for
worry.
me.
Don't
So-
make your neighbors mad.
I know a lot of households have pets, and so I'm just trying to get clarity. So if we don't, what makes a third pet more likely to have rabies than a second pet?
it's by per ordinance,
Oh,
you
it's by
can't have more
ordinance.
than 2, yeah.
I know, I'm just asking
Yeah.
for the fee. You were saying that we do that check for
Yep.
the third one.
Again, for having access to the police department review and police department recommendation of those manager, who then has to review that and ultimately sign off on the okay to have an additional pet. Hopefully they're all tagged and licensed.
I'm just guessing a little bit here, but I would guess that the review is on the first two pets to make sure there were complaints against the pet owner on the first
Correct.
two. So when you're adding a third one,
Correct.
knowing that also.
Or like, or you could potentially have an animal abuser that you wouldn't want to issue another license to another pet holder because they should have a pet. So typically that's it. We don't have a lot of them, so pretty much they probably don't have.
2 cats and 1 dog, you get the $50 fee.
Correct.
I would be supportive, I'm not supportive of that, but I would be definitely supportive of maybe twice, so $24 for the third pet. I just feel like a lot of people have a cat and 2 dogs, or vice versa, I don't know, and, I don't know, I guess we're covering staff time, but I don't know how it's 4 times as much.
Well, again, the license fee goes to Mavic. That is not staff time. It's the administrative review to authorize an additional pet in compliance with municipal ordinances that generates $50 of staff time. It has nothing to do with the pet per se. So, and again, if subject to motion, subject to revisions, this is just staff's due diligence, again, to try to reflect what we believe are reasonable and recovery of the service level effort to make these things happen. But they are highlighted because we realize that they're changes. Similarly, we've redlined municipal animal, domestic animal, whatever. We redlined the MADAC fees, they're not municipal fees. You'll see that later on in the document as well. We're trying to keep this to our municipal fees. You know, when a person has a problem with a pet related to MADAC, they'll be put in contact with them and they'll approach those. We're not going to try to update our fee schedule to reflect other organizations' fee schedules, is staff's recommendation.
So are we, if the dog, pet licenses are MADAC license fees, should we take those out of our, as well? So if you're saying like a dog, the $12 fee for an altered dog license goes to MADAC, shouldn't we take these out so that we just send them to MADAC's site?
Well, we administer those fees. We don't administer the MADAC recovery of reclaimed pet fees. So that's the, I guess,
Okay.
maybe a little clarity to that general comment I had on the MADAC fees.
Could we possibly list MADAC and then just reference to their website, like we do for the fire department?
We could.
Okay. Any other questions on that? No? You want to go next one?
Anything else on page 3?
But is there a real estate, did you already say that, walk through?
I don't even know what that is.
What is that?
So if somebody is purchasing or selling a home, what they will do is a status report. We call it status report to make sure there's, no delinquent utilities, tax bills are paid, things like that. Some people want them in an hour because there's a fast transaction going on. So $50 is what an average municipality charges when they want to rush on it. Otherwise, they'll usually give us 7 to 10 business days. So
Is it a walkthrough or is it just a check of their bills?
it's just basically a check of their bills and they have outstanding special assessments, things of that nature.
Walkthrough is, I think, our administrative term that means special handling, not the normal, put it on the stack and get to it when you do.
Yep.
walk you through the different departments to check on.
Can we clarify that there's a different name? Just because what we used to do at time of sale, we used to do code compliance, that's what it kind of sounds like, where you actually go out. And
So there's rush,
Rush.
Right, and so that's why I was confused.
I can do that.
A rush, that'd be perfect.
And then some of these copy fees, again, are included in the front section. Used car dealer, I don't think that's gonna be an issue, so we recommend just deleting the fee. Page 4, you got fire department. We struck the detail that we previously had in our fee schedule, and we'll refer to them for fire department. Same thing with the health department.
Mark, just on page 3, when you talk about two-strike budget document copies, is one available at the library every time we do a draft?
Yes.
Okay, so
Reference copy is always available of, at least finances, major documents.
even drafts? I'm only asking because if someone wanted, there was a reason that we provided them before for 15